could you tell us what kind of symptoms were you struggling with when you first reached out to us?
When I first reached out, I basically couldn't eat or drink anything without getting severely bloated and having severe stomach pain. For 2 weeks, I didn't have any bowel movements, so that was pretty painful. I also had really bad brain fog, and my mood was like horrible. I was super crabby all the time, and then I had really bad headaches every day, all day basically.
And you were diagnosed with Lyme disease. That's when it all started, right?
Yes.
So what did doctor tell you? Like when you went to doctor, did he tell you anything? Or what did he tell you about your Lyme disease?
So I got diagnosed with Lyme disease in 2014. So obviously, I mean, I had the bullseye rash, and I went on the basic protocol of like a month of medication to get rid of it. And that's what your normal physicians do. They'll give you antibiotics for a month and then kind of just like shoo it away, like it is supposed to go away. But it didn't go away, so I had to see a Lyme disease specialist, and I kind of went back and forth with specialists for 4 years, and I was on antibiotics constantly for those 4 years straight. I was on antibiotics, and I kind of decided that I didn't want to be on antibiotics anymore. So last January, I stopped taking antibiotics and kind of did my own research on like food and stuff, and that's kind of when I started trying to going vegan and eating healthier and like working out a lot, and it worked for a while. But then this past September, I got super sick, and ever since then it's kind of been like a battle. And then obviously I reached out to you guys because I was getting married, and I found you guys on Instagram, and it just so happened that my wedding was basically 6 weeks away, and your protocol is 6 weeks. So
yeah, I think it was perfect timing. I remember talking to you. I was like, oh, we just have just enough time to get some kind of result.
Yeah.
But I just remember, so what inspired you to reach out with us? What do you feel like inspired you to connect with us?
So I found you guys on Instagram. I honestly don't remember how, but I did. And I was following you. I've been following you for probably, I don't know, maybe maybe November or December. And I've just been watching you guys in your stories and like the people that you've healed, and I see that so many of them have the same symptoms as me. They might not have Lyme disease, but they have the same symptoms. And I'm like, well, if they have these chronic illnesses that they are healing, like why wouldn't it work for me? So obviously I hit a point where I was like, I either have to do this or I'm gonna be like miserable at my wedding and on my honeymoon. So that's when I contacted you guys.
That's really wonderful. So I remember, so could you tell us some of the first things that you noticed that improved for you?
The first thing, I think one of the things that healed quicker than like the gut and stuff was like my headaches. My headaches went away, my mood changed. First I got super crabby, but after the first initial 3 days, like I remember I started it on a Friday, and Friday was hard, Saturday was even harder, and Sunday was even harder than that. But then Monday, it got easier. And then from then, it got better.
So basically you started on February 15th, and you had pain, you feeling tired, weak, and you felt sick. So you basically had like flu-like symptoms, and then you also had a huge stress of like 10 out of 10 because you had a wedding coming up.
Yeah.
You still were able to, you said it was tough, but you got it. You got through it, which is amazing. You were able to pull it off, and despite having migraines, feeling nausea, you felt dizzy, you had craving, you still kept going. What do you feel like that made the biggest difference for you in a program? Like some element maybe that helped you the most?
You're seeing, I mean, what helped me get through it the most is honestly like living life the way that I was. Like nobody wants to live life like that. Nobody wants to like not be able to enjoy everyday life. I mean, life is short, and I don't want to live my life miserable. So that helped me to get through it. And I mean, being in contact with you guys, like doing this right, I'm redoing it now, and trying to get through it is so much harder not having you guys like like having that document where like you guys comment back on me and then I comment like to you guys. It's super hard. It's the accountability. It's really hard not having that accountability every single day. So it's hard for me to stay on my, like, on the plan. So that was another thing that really helped me get through the tough days. But yeah, basically just I know that there's relief, and I know that I've believed in food healing people 100%. So I know that there's healing through food, and I know that there's better days ahead of me. So I try to stick to the plan as best as I can and get through it.
Uh-huh. Awesome. Let me see if I have. So for someone who is on the fence about working with us, what would you say to them?
So on the fence, I mean, I would 100% say go for it, just because there's no I mean, I was miserable this year. It's been one of the best decisions I could have made. I wouldn't be here. I don't even want to imagine how horrible my life would be right now if I hadn't contacted you guys. Oh my gosh, my wedding would have been horrible. The honeymoon would have been horrible. I'd be miserable right now. And I know the thought, like, just there was two things it's just the thought of like sticking to this meal plan was the hardest thing for me to try and do, but at the end, it's so totally worth it. And I know that my journey is only just beginning. Like, I still have, like, I know I'm going to have to do this protocol for a long time to fully heal myself, but I'm willing to do it just because I know that it's going to be worth it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just because you know you're gonna get that, and since you've seen so many even rapid results just in 6 weeks, pretty much 90% of your symptoms are gone, except for your digestion. So
Yep.
dizziness, headaches,
Mm-hmm.
crappy mood, and then some acne,
Yep.
and headaches. Yeah, actually, on the March 1st, because I was looking through your document, and I loved reading all your comments. It was really cool to see, like, your progress. And on the day 14, all your pain was gone, your headache was gone.
Yep.
So the only thing just happened, you had a little flu after, because you went to Nashville.
Yeah.
Maybe that flu somewhere, but yeah, but everything else, your skin improved, your mood improved. You just like, it was just awesome to read the comments. I was just really excited about your results. And I think what we love the most about you is that despite being so busy, working very hard, and also wedding coming up, you were still doing everything we told you to do, and then you filled in your document every single day with perfect detail.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I think that's what made you successful, is because you did the work that we asked you to do, and then if something was not clear, you reached out to us. And that's why your results are really earned by you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. And so thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to talk to us. So we really appreciate it. It's going to inspire other people who are struggling with Lyme disease. And I've talked to a lot of people. They're saying how they told me, oh, nothing can help me, that's not going to help me. They said they've tried all the diets. So it's going to give a lot of inspiration to people. Maybe they can heal as well. Maybe it's possible for them, because Lyme is very difficult to heal.
Yeah.
Especially chronic Lyme, but you were able to do it, and maybe other people can do it as well.
Yep.
It gives inspiration. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you.